Hey guys, Loco here with another Loco recap. We're gonna do a LEC VOD for you today. I actually love watching LEC. It is such a treat. The teams are better, the casters are better, the production is better. In a lot of ways, it's just straight up better than LCS, but LCS will always be my main league due to me living in North America. I just enjoy it more due to being more familiar with the players that play there, being friends with a lot of them, being friends with a lot of the coaches and managers. But anyways, yeah. We have the best match of the week from LEC for you today. We have OG versus G2. I think G2 is seriously on another level compared to any of these other teams. The draft they're doing is extremely cocky and very execution reliant, and they hit the execution every single time. So without further ado, let's get started with the recap. The thing that stands out to me a lot is the bans from G2. So they banned the two best engagers in the meta, Jarvan and Gragas. I would say Rakan's also a really good engager, and OG picked him up. And while the Qiyana ban isn't really an engager ban, she is a champion with a lot of flame potential that's really good against some of the priority, some of the more squishy champions that G2 loves to play. As for G2's draft, it is exactly what I expected out of G2. Very execution heavy, a lot of strong playmaking tools, and really hard to play out. When you have Lee Sin and LeBlanc together, it is crucial you win that mid lane 2v2, and if you're going into mid game and you haven't really snowballed, a lot of the strength is on playmaking abilities, and it is not that easy to playmake with LeBlanc and Lee Sin consistently, especially on stage. As for the Soraka pick, I think it's just one of the best picks in the game right now. It is by far the best top lane, so it gives you global pressure with her ult. She's also an incredible team fighter due to her ult and W and silence and Q, and she's actually not a bad laner too. She's very vulnerable to gank. That is one aspect of Soraka that's very important. You cannot be ganked or you're going to fall behind massively and get dove over and over again. But in a one-on-one situation, her Q allows her to push the wave. She beats pretty much everyone in top lane. The only thing she really has to be careful about is, as I said, ganks. Just don't get ganked, and that champion is broken OP. You can split push, you can team fight. She is just so versatile. My god, she's such a good champion when you know how to play her well. As for Thresh, he's also another playmaking heavy champion, very skill intensive, a great champion depending on if you can hit your hooks or not. Senna, probably the easiest champion to play out of all the ones G2 drafted, but still very skill expression heavy due to her E having a lot of delay. And also you are a squishy champ that can get picked off pretty easily, so awareness on the map is important. As for Origin, their draft is a lot more standard. It's a team fighting comp with okay-ish engage. Rumble ult really isn't an engage. You can kind of use it as an engage tool, but it's not really the most ideal way. Sylas a really good team fighter. Rek'Sai a strong early game jungle that's a counter pick into Lee Sin. Basically, their game plan is going to be, we're going to be a lot stronger than G2 mid game, but we're going to be weaker than them early, and it's going to be hard to deal with the 1-3-1 later. So yes, the team fighting draft in a lot of ways is the losing draft. It's not even the more scaling draft at this point, so just very important for them to capitalize on their good mid game and not get blown out early game. So normally in North America, I would actually love the Origin draft, but knowing it is versus G2 and how good they are at executing, I actually think Origin drafted themselves into a corner. They have a lot of losing lanes and they gave the playmaking tools to G2. But then again, G2 plays pretty much everything in the game, so I don't really know how you're supposed to beat them in draft. Let's get started with the game. Enough talking about the draft. There was a lot of action early game, but none of them really ended up being kills, so I'll just show you guys. So a little bit of playmaking here. The Rek'Sai going in for a gank. He's going to scooch over, but G2 maintaining their distance. Caps landing the W, using the E early. Another one here. Lee Sin Rocka going in for the kill on Rumble, but Rumble incredibly tanky early with his W, not going to be killed. Another one here, Perkz going in, but Nukeduck replying, and both of them are going to get low. Perkz going to go in for the jugular right here, and Nukeduck replying beautifully again, neither side really getting a kill. And Rocka almost dying, but Rocka tanky as hell, and versus melee champion, she's actually so good about kiting them and getting them off with the Q and the E. And now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the VOD recap. The bot lane swap for the Herald. Looks like G2 starting Herald first, Mickey moving out and checking for vision. So a really important point here, Destiny is level 6 while Mickey isn't. Destiny trying to maintain distance so his teammates can come in, but it's going to get hit by the hook here, followed up by the Soraka silence and insta-give. Now this is going to put G2 in such a favorable position. Watch Alphari He's coming in, he's at 50 heat, he does get a decent rumble ult, but G2 recognizes all we have to do is collapse on this side of the flank. Even though OG was coming in from 2 angles, they are a member down, just the way G2 collapsed instantly onto the rumble side made it so that it's actually G2 with the better formation. This team is just so in sync about what they need to do in situations like this. So nice try OG, but it's G2 being G2. So for this one, we have Soraka being Soraka. She's checking into a level 11 Rumble, who's actually at 50% heat, so he's doing his maximum damage. But you can see how tanky this champion can be. By landing her Qs and using the heals on herself, like, she's just unkillable. This is versus a level 11 Rumble with double magic penetration. Like, my god, this champion is so stupid. And you can see G2 in this 4v4, Perk just so incredibly confident to use W forward. It's actually really dangerous versus a Rakan. He can use the R flash on you, but you can see how good Perk is. He dodged out of that R flash so easily. That's the big catch tool that G2 has, that OG has on G2. Rakan using R flash because it's almost an instant catch, but if he's not able to catch Perks, then Rakan wastes his entire engage and he's left floating in the middle of the fight, and that's what's happening. Like, Perks is too damn good at this game, and he is not going to get hit by the Rakan. Now G2 is able to get Herald, they're going to be able to get turret mid lane too, just G2 doing G2 things. This is what I mean regarding execution being really hard. I think the onus is actually on LeBlanc to dodge. It is not that easy to dodge a Rakan R flash. I mean, we can see it in the replay. Here, G2 drawing OG in, slowly, Perks W'd in there, read Destiny like a book, R flashed out, Mikyx knocking back the Rek'Sai that was coming at him. I mean, Rek'Sai can't really even get Mikyx to be on half. Soraka TPing in, oh my god, G2 is just infuriating to play versus. They're too damn good. Going for the kill on LeBlanc again. She's just going to jump out twice, and that's going to be it. So he is going to have to reset, and I do think OG does get top turret here. Alright, I got a big play for you guys coming up right here. You can see OG starting it up on Mikyx. G2 all really awkwardly caught in this choke. Look at the location they're in. They have 3 people all in that brush. Rek'Sai coming in from the left, Rumble teleporting in from the bottom, Nuke Duck already got out. This is a really awkward location to be in. Rek'Sai gets a nice knock up, he's going to use ult. Rumble with that 3-man, and then now look at Perks here. So Perks is spotted by OG, but OG just can't ignore Perks. Destiny has his R used, he's looking for the RW, he can't go on Perks. Mentally, because Perks dodged his earlier R flash, he's not going to try for RW, which is even slower than R flash. So he's in this like catch-22 situation. I need to prevent the LeBlanc from going in, but I'm so scared of him outplaying me again. Like, that mental aspect of the game really plays into it. So it looks like he's just going to skip him, and Perks is going to be able to get the perfect WR combo. Oh my god, on the 3-man right there, everyone taking damage from Perks. Destiny all the way in there, but no one can really follow up. So yeah, this is how hard it is to play LeBlanc. You're always looking for that flank, and you're always waiting to get that big damage on crucial targets, like on Xerxes, like on Upset, and Perks does it perfectly every single time while dodging out crucial CC from the Rakan. And Caps doesn't die because, I mean, there's a Soraka on the other team. Wonder actually living also. Perks coming in to finish the kill on the Rek'Sai. Upset flashing out before that chain hits. Able to actually kill the Raka. Upset gonna use ult to dodge the Q. And then there's something that Upset does here that I really want you guys to pay attention to. So how Xayah's feathers work is it gets recalled all in herself, right? And the smaller the distance between you and the other person, the harder it is to dodge feathers. The longer there is a distance, because it's all converging on me, right? If you're right in front of me, that's the best way to hit feathers. So look at Upset's movement here. He's going to slowly walk back, get Perks to walk in on him, and he's going to walk forward last second to make the feathers hit. Perks does have flash, so he has a chance to outplay, but let's see what happens. Upset walking forward, getting that E, and being able to hit it on Perks. So Perks came in to try to use the pink ward, but he just didn't expect the feathers, and he didn't dodge with flash in time. Upset's still going to get finished off by Caps and Mikyx though, and G2 coming out massively ahead in this fight. So we're going to have a classic G2 mid game here, 1-3-1 split push. Everyone converging in on bot side though. I think Wunder was a little too far ahead. Rumble with a great long range ult, using Redemption, using ult, using pretty much everything she has in her kit. Even though Lee Sin tried to save her by kicking the Sylas, it just wasn't enough, and both Wunder and Jankos are going to go down here. G2's not doing nothing on the map though. They're still pushing up mid, but the wave isn't in that great of a spot, so they're not going to be able to get mid turret, while Perkz, on the other hand, for top lane, is going to be able to get top turret. So luckily for G2, it is at least a turret trade for those 2 kills that they gave up. So I think this is where a lot of teams fail with G2's comp. They don't know how to snowball, and sometimes they can't assess the risk well enough. I don't think G2 can really play for Baron here, and the inner turrets are too hard to play for. So they identify the only thing we can really play for right now is that bot first tier turret. So they have everyone shifting down towards the bot side. It's going to push out rest of OG, and they're going to be able to get the first turret bottom. While this is something very small, this is a big part of G2's gameplay, and this is how they are able to constantly bloom their gold lead. They know exactly what they can play for and what they can't, and they just do it consistently every single damn time. So here we have another situation of G2 just bullying OG. Perk just playing so cocky. He's going to W in, EQ on the Rex side, just chunking him. In a lot of cases, the LeBlanc should actually be really scared here because of the Rakan, but my god, he's reading Destiny like a book. Destiny's their newest player. He's playing versus Perkz, probably one of the best LeBlanc in the West. Did you guys remember his, I think, 2018 performance versus RNG where he just 1v9 carried? Like, it is one of his best champions. He knows how to push the lead on this champ. He knows how to walk that thin line of I'm almost inting, but I'm kind of not, and I'm just pressuring the hell out of everyone. He's just on another level kind of player. So at this point in the game, G2 has a lot of their items already complete, and OG is actually working on a lot of parts. You can see Sylas only has Ludens complete, and he's working on his Proto Belt. Rek'Sai only has his Jungle Warrior item complete. He's still working on his Black Cleaver. And same for the Xayah, she's working on her Infinity Edge, where Caps already has all 3 items finished. OG's on a lot of pieces, and G2 feel like they're ahead enough with the gold, and they're going to push up 2 waves and start Baron. One thing that this Baron does is Lee Sin and Senna are actually incredibly good about doing Baron just as a duo, since Senna can constantly heal Lee Sin, and Lee Sin can use W to get the shield. So rest of G2 is actually just poking out OG and making it so hard for OG to come in and check on Baron while Baron is slowly coming down. So eventually they're going to have to come close because Baron's constantly going down, right? And when they get too close, G2 is going to engage on them and get the fight they want while they're 4k ahead. OG does not want to fight here. G2's forcing the fight by starting Baron. Just do Baron forehead. Landing that hook on Destiny, going in for the damage from Perkz. They're just going to constantly poke them out. And OG is going to get madder and madder, and they're going to have to pull the trigger. They pull the trigger, Caps with a great ultimate, shielding multiple people, damaging multiple people. Perkz on the tail end. Destiny predicted Perkz, but here's the problem. They have a Soraka. That champion can cover for mistakes like this. So while Perkz probably would have died there if it was any other champion top lane, because they have Soraka, Perkz gets to kind of make the mistake and get away with it. For the first time this game, Destiny is able to catch up Perkz, and they don't get rewarded because it's later on in the game. Soraka has a Deans. She already has bonus healing from building Redemption 2. It's just too disgusting of a situation, and this is where the outscaling of G2 really comes in. OG doesn't have the burst damage to one-shot people when G2 has their cooldowns. Oof. So Xerxes with a great ankle breaker there. He acted like he was fading away and then flash knock up on Perkz to kill him, and rest of G2 getting off of Baron. Alphari going in there with the heat turned on and Zhonya's to make sure he can't get focused down. And Upset's going to have free reign on the situation to kill rest of G2. Walk up, walk up. G2 getting a little greedy here. Instead of walking up, they try to walk down and they're going to get hit by Rumble ult and everyone's going to get aced. Wow, this kind of mistake's actually really bad for G2. Luckily, they're still ahead across the map due to what happened earlier. They already have 3 dragons. They will be giving up Baron though. This is actually a really crucial point. So here we have the fight starting with hook on Rumble and insta-get from Perkz. Perkz already has 3 items complete. Rumble doesn't have any MR items. This is G2. Like, they don't give you an inch even when they start falling behind. Like, they know they still have to play aggressive. They know they still have to play for the vision game and still play for the pick game. They have a LeBlanc and a Thresh. The moment they become timid and they gave space to OG, the worse and worse their comp is. Just think about it this way for G2. If they ever have to check into OG, where OG has vision and G2 doesn't, it is doom situation for G2. Because they have a lot of squishy champions, while Rocka does make it a little bit better, their champions have a very big danger of getting one-shotted by the CC combo of Rakan, of Rumble, or not Rumble, excuse me, Rek'Sai and Sylas. So yeah, G2 making sure they're always on the map, not giving space back to OG. They were able to get Dragon Soul too, and Inferno Dragon Soul is actually really nice for a comp like this, because they have Rocka, and they have a lot of ways to poke the damage in. Like, LeBlanc's actually a poke champion later on, so is Rocka, so is Senna actually with their Q. It's gonna be a really easy time for G2 to siege. Normally, champions like this have a hard time sieging due to, hey, they have a Rumble on the team, hey, they have a Sylas Rakan, but G2 can really anti-AoE the Rumble due to the Soraka ult, and also just poke out OG, and OG has to be crispy clean with engaging with the Rakan. Now we're going to look at the final push from G2. It's the same thing I talked about. G2 is able to siege due to the Dragon Soul, and Rakan not really being able to catch up perks. Man, look how fast they're getting that turret. Late game Senna is a monster. She's better than a Caitlyn when it comes to sieging turret, because she also can use her Q on the turret. And at this point, G2 just making their lead known on OG. They know they're so much stronger. OG knows they have to back up from turret due to the LeBlanc coming in from the side. They just cannot play against this push. So, once again, G2 putting on a masterclass on how to play proactive, aggressive, in-your-face League of Legends. No other team really plays this brand of League of Legends as well as G2 does right now, with the both Asian leagues not in play. LCK, I think, starts on the 5th, so it starts on 2 days. LPL on a hiatus because of the coronavirus. Man, G2 just the best team in the world at the moment until we see the Asian teams, and always a treat to watch. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. Someone said something about it's just me reacting to plays, so I try to set up the plays better and talk about why certain things are so good and like pause more and explain to you guys the situation. But yeah, what to say, G2 is goddamn great at League of Legends. So don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and also leave down in the comment section what other videos you want me to watch or any kind of thoughts you have. I've been really good about replying to comments, right? And someone said something about wearing Antisocial Social Club in 2020. So this is a Diesel jacket from Diesel. So I hope this is nice enough fashion for you, YouTube. Oh, one last thing. I'm not crazy. I'm just loco. Bye.